2018 Kia Sportage Review. The good points of Kia Sportage. Cheap to purchase compared with rivals. Long warranty remains to be compelling. Low leasing rates add attractiveness. The bad points of Kia Sportage. Some rivals more practical. Competitors better on fuel and tax. Avoid the petrol auto version. The Kia Sportage is really a household name. The Korean firm sold a tremendous 90,000 units on the popular third-generation car since its introduction this season. Nonetheless, it's fair to mention it was beginning to feel its age. So the fourth version in the family-focused SUV continues this trend. It has ushered in vast improvements in a lot of areas to hold it competitive with accomplished rivals from the Nissan Qashqai, Renault Kadjar, Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V and Mazda CX-5. We ran one as being a long-term or watch more here. Vastly improved driving experience. We were particularly impressed together with a blend of ride comfort and handling. Major chassis revisions plus a new steering system help here, whilst the engine choices offer improved efficiency for anyone and important lower running costs. There are 4 motors being offered, each of petrols and diesels, in addition to 6-speed manual, 6-speed automatic and 7-speed twin-clutch DCT automatic gearboxes. Kia Sportage is well equipped as standard. It carries Kia's tiger nose styling language, which appears to suit the size car well. The equipment levels undoubtedly are a simple 1, 2, 3 and 4 format, which has a special GT line trim slotting to the middle plus a first edition special model designed for a limited time at launch. As ever with Kia, there's plenty of equipment constructed into most trims. If we're being brutal, we'd claim that one specification can be a little parsimonious, but moving as much as 2 nets you a lot of useful kit, including a touchscreen sat-nav and reversing camera. You buy cruise control, parking sensors, DAB radio, Bluetooth connectivity and automatic lights and wipers. It's this specification, together with low-emission 1.7 diesel, that creates the Sportage work well being a company car. Right at the top from the range would have been a model manufactured to celebrate the launch from the 4th generation. Dubbed First Edition, it had almost anything Kia can throw for a car, and it is well worth seeking out as being a used buy. Highlights of this car include automatic parking, a powered tailgate, heated and ventilated front seats, a heated leader and wireless smartphone charging, but only if the device supports it. Long Kia warranty, great building. Of course, every Kia also has got the company's 7-year, 100,000 warranty. Not only is this transferable with a second owner if you decide to sell the auto, in case you buy an auto from an ethically used Kia dealership that's less than 5 years old, the 7-year warranty period is reset. But that isn't indication of unreliability, definitely not it, because Kia has produced a fantastic reputation for quality over recent times, and the brand new Sportage feels better in this way than any previous car through the company. Thanks to your warranty and construction, Kia were able to secure impressive predicted residual values due to this car. That translates inside low PCP payments, as well as launch Kia was monthly obligations starting for a barely believable £139 per month, which has a £3,700 deposit. One of the only major issues together with the new Sportage will be the boot. That's large but feel older than some rivals, so make certain it fits your needs before taking the plunge. The verdict. There are wide-ranging reasons to acquire, or indeed lease, a fresh Sportage. Low CO2 emissions mean it won't cost our planet a tax, there's a protracted warranty, you obtain well-equipped versions, and practical, too. What you do not expect is the place well it drives. When Kia was developing the Sportage, it used the Range Rover Evoque being a dynamic benchmark, so we can see why it feel planted within the motorway, and lightweight and maneuverable about. And as an extra, it is also a nicely made thing, that has a solid feeling interior, which has a very comfortable driving position. In summary, a compelling and capable choice. Watch on more to do with this family crossover with full 2016 Kia Sportage review. There's an amazing range of engines to the 2016 Kia Sportage, and although none from the related performance figures will set the globe on fire, the associated running costs mean this continues to be a decent proposition rolling around in its market. Diesel power. The bottom rung from the diesel offerings would be the 1.7-liter CRD unit, which can be available only having a 6-speed manual gearbox. It's got just 114 bhp and 280 Nm, taking 11.1 seconds to pay for 060 miles per hour and hitting a premier speed of 109 miles per hour. To tell the truth, this could be the ideal engine with the Sportage should you not need or want an automated gearbox. It has enough punch to overtake easily, isn't too noisy when performing so, and combines pleasingly together with the manual gearbox. The gear change doesn't hold the pleasing short throw with the Mazda CX-5, nonetheless it slots confidently and solidly between ratios. Set to get more popular would be the pair of 2-liter diesels, with either 134 bhp and 373 Nm or 182 bhp and 400 Nm. You've got choosing two 6-speed gearboxes, one automatic and existing torque converter design and something manual. With the former it'll cover 060 miles per hour in 11.6 seconds, which has a top speed of 114 miles per hour, and with all the latter it'll be significantly quicker, taking 10.1 seconds to pay for the same sprint from standstill to 60 miles per hour. Top speed may be the same. The higher-powered 2-liter diesel provides the same range of gearboxes, but this time around the 060 miles per hour time is 9.2 seconds for both, and top speed is 125 miles per hour. This would be the other diesel we drove around the initial launch, and yes, it worked very nicely indeed with all the automatic gearbox. Sure, the box's tech now has wrinkles now, also it's slow to react and swap gears, but this isn't a sporty car and now we didn't find vid frustration. It became a pleasure, no worries about changing gear ourselves. Petrol power. The petrol choice is both 1.6 liters in capacity, one which has a turbocharger, called the T-GDi, and something without, known as the T-GDi. The former would be the better performer, together with the option of your 6-speed manual gearbox or possibly a quick-shifting 7-speed twin-clutch automatic. With its 174 bhp and 265 Nm, it'll do 060 miles per hour in 9.2 seconds using a top speed of 126 miles per hour in manual configuration or 8.8 seconds and 125 miles per hour using the automatic. Our biggest problem with this engine is the place where hard you need to work it to generate the progress described above. It simply doesn't feel natural to push the quiet, comfortable Sportage, very difficult. We drove a manual car, the DCT automatic is on its way soon, and discovered the throw a long time for sporty driving, too. It's missing the idea, and that is why we'd love the extra fuel economy of any diesel. With 130 bhp and 161 Nm, the lower-powered petrol engine only comes using the 6-speed manual gearbox. It covers 060 miles per hour in 11.1 seconds that has a top speed of 113 miles per hour. There's been a large improvement in how the Sportage handles thanks to some sophisticated suspension system attached with lightweight chassis components and fine-tuning specifically with the UK market. Kia has attained a minor miracle in building an auto that we think drives among the best rolling around in its class. There's still a little bit of body roll, that is an SUV, all things considered, nonetheless it feels incredibly composed and predictable. The all-new electrically assisted steering helps. The motor due to this has been moved from your steering column for the rack, making the machine more accurate and responsive. The previous Sportage suffered the reason is, so it's refreshing to push one along with it fixed. We tried both front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive Sportages, together with the latter capable to send approximately 40% of the company's power on the rear axle in the event the front loses grip, or split it half and off in the event you activate the center differential lock-in function for hardcore off-roading. We can't see the purpose, though, since the Sportage isn't gonna spend much of the time off-road and there's an awful lot of traction even during front-wheel drive configuration. Think cautiously whether you'll make good use with the all-wheel drive. Must be 1.7-liter car is often a very proficient thing to drive rolling around in its own right. Kia has put plenty of work into helping the perceived quality in the Sportage's cabin. By and large it generally seems to have worked. The main dashboard is roofed with soft-touch plastic that feels of proper quality. Searching lower along the panels the plastics get harder and scratchier, nevertheless they still feel incredibly hard-wearing. This is often a firm becoming incredibly well known for its quality and reliability, and that we don't think you'll feel shortchanged with this particular interior taking into consideration the price from the car. We liked the 4.2-inch screen around the instrument panel available on 3 and 4 models as well as the first edition, naturally, but also in terms in the cabin. That's one reason we could see for upgrading, because at 2 specification it's still an excellent enough spot to be together with the smart monochrome replacement. The touchscreen infotainment system standard on 2 grade upwards looks somewhat outdated now regarding graphics, but we're thrilled to report a speedy processor and responsive screen with clear and intuitive menus to traverse. Plenty of firms understand so very wrong, including some direct rivals, for example the Toyota RAV4, so it's great to find out Kia bucking the buzz. The driving position itself feels excellent, using a slightly elevated situation and good forward visibility. Rearwards view is hampered slightly by a small rear windscreen aperture, but this isn't a significant problem, specifically when models at 2 grade and above receive a reversing camera and parking sensors as standard. Again, a large step forwards. As the ride happens to be more compliant thanks to your new suspension setup, it's allowed Kia to fit some more supportive seats, plus the combination can be a good one. There's hardly any noise intrusion to discuss of, with road noise only slightly louder while using 19-inch alloy wheels. Wind and engine noise aren't a problem for the most part, though working the diesels hard could make for a grumbly experience. There are 5 regular trim levels to choose from and another introductory exclusive edition, but because they're so well specified, there aren't many optional extras to bother with. The trims these are known as 1, 2, GT line, 3, and 4, or if fitted with all-wheel drive, KX1, KX2, KX3 and KX4. From launch there will also be a first edition offering a lot of kit. Standard Kia Sportage equipment. The base spec trim is referred to as 1. All Sportages get 16-inch alloys, front fog lights, LED daytime running lights, cornering headlamps, black cloth upholstery with gray headlining, heated and electrically adjustable door mirrors, a leather-trimmed controls, aircon, DAB radio, Bluetooth connectivity, voice recognition, USB and aux jacks, and LED front map light, cruise control plus a speed limiter. Moving around two builds upon base spec with 17-inch alloys, a 7-inch touchscreen sunroof with built-in reversing camera, roof rails, tinted rear windows, premium cloth upholstery, a powered lumbar support with the driver's seat, powered folding door mirrors with LED indicators, rear parking sensors, automatic lights and wipers, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, dual-zone aircon, a cooled glove box, lane keeping assist, automatic high-beam headlights as well as a speed limit display function. Slotting between 2 and 3 is GT line, which may be the sportiest trim available. Highlights in the kit list include special 19-inch wheels, LED rear lights, front parking sensors, heated front and outer rear seating, a 4.2-inch color information cluster and paddle shifters for cars with all the DCT gearbox. This trim provides standard together with the GT line exterior styling pack, which secures LED headlights, a high-gloss black grille, rear skid plates and dual exhaust tips. You can order an interior styling pack too, which implies black leather with gray inserts, a black headliner, metal scuff plates and pedals and also a shaped leather-covered leader. Upgrading to a few nets U19-inch alloys, a de-esser to the front windscreen wipers, black leather upholstery, rear USB jack, heated front and outer rear seats, a 4.2-inch color information display inside the instrument panel and also a JBL head unit including a subwoofer. Then at 4 level you will probably have Bixen-on adaptive headlights with auto leveling and washers, front parking sensors, keyless entry and ignition, stainless scuff plates, a panoramic sunroof, LED rear lights, 10-way adjustable driver's seat, 8-way adjustable passenger seat, ventilation for front seats, a heated tire, automatic braking, blind spot detection and rear cross traffic alert to process that warns when cars are on the verge of cross behind you. Upon launch a first edition is obtainable and has a lot more kit, including an automated parking system, powered tailgate, wireless cell phone charger, metallic paint, a decal set and two-tone leather upholstery. Optional Kia Sportage accessories. Not quite a bit to report here. The paint schemes will be the most notable option, whilst you can add further personalization via covered door mirrors, chrome sills plus the like. A tow bar is likely to get a good addition for a lot of buyers too. The volume of safety kit on board depends largely upon trim level, nevertheless it's fair to express the Kia Sportage is often a strong offering in this regard. It scored a maximum 5 stars in Euro NCAP crash testing. Even base spec cars consist of cornering headlights, heated door mirrors, trailer stability assist which uses the steadiness control system to hold trailers pointing the appropriate way, hill start assist which supports the parking brake on momentarily to counteract rolling backwards when leaving on a hill, downhill brake control to hold the car stable when descending steep hills and cruise control using a speed limiter. Moving approximately 2 trim builds upon this with rear parking sensors, automatic lights and wipers, auto-dimming rear view mirror, automatic windscreen defogging, lane keep assist which prevents drifting from the lane when you haven't indicated, automatic high beam headlights and also a speed limit recognition system. 3 grade models come which has a front windscreen wiper de-esser, while 4s gets Bixen-on headlights, front parking sensors, keyless entry and ignition, automatic emergency braking, blind spot detection warns of cars as part of your blind spot and rear cross traffic alert, something which warns you if a motor vehicle is going to cross behind you. The boot measures an effective 491 liters while using rear seats up a boost of 29 liters in the previous model, which expands to at least 1,480 liters when you fold them down. They don't go entirely flat, however, and whilst the boot floor itself is flat from your loading lip towards the backs on the rear seats, the lip itself is relatively high that may make loading heavier items problematic. We're big fans on the seating systems Honda CR-V uses called Magic Seats, plus it's tough to award more points to your Kia automobile lack of these. We'd like to obtain scene levers inside the boot area to fold down a corner seats rather than having to open a corner doors as around the Sportage, and should the driver is very tall or sits a protracted way from the tire, you'll must remove the back headrests too before folding. There's room enough inside the vehicle for 4 adults though, with headroom to spare all around. The rear seats can adjust their angle when you need to maximize space inside the boot, however they don't slide like some rivals do. If you would like to pull things together with your Kia Sportage, you'll probably want to decide on the version using the highest braked towing weight. In this case it's the 2-liter diesel having a manual gearbox, which in spite of power output will haul 2,200 kilograms.